Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions,
Welcome, everyone, to the Completely Necessary Podcast, Episode 2. We're going to keep calling it. Oh, the Atari creep just popped in.
What's going on?
Now the three amigos are together. I'm trying to get Smash JT. Smash JT is always busy talking. He's busy with Mother's Day, that's for sure. And then also that one gamer YouTuber.
Destiny FOMO.
Yeah, Destiny FOMO. That you know how you read things for the articles. I watch it for the gameplay. I watch the videos for the. I don't know.
It's a good way to do it, honestly.
I'm not getting into that here.
No,
we're not discussing, especially with Pete around. This is family.
Well, come on.
A little bit.
I don't do YouTube drama channels.
Yeah, exactly. I do. Listen, I got myself in a little bit of. I kind of want to talk to Smash JT. We have a little bit similar content. Boy, does it get you into trouble though. I'll keep you out of the. I'll keep you guys out of the problems though. I'll keep you out of the tough talk. We are going to talk about mini consoles.
Okay.
I wasn't against them, but I didn't start collecting them until now. It was Pete's video with and some other people's, not just you, Pete, not just you. Well, not that one specifically. I like that one.
You got to introduce our other guests. I haven't been introduced to your other guests. Come on, Max. What the heck are you doing, buddy?
I'm not.
I'm going to take over hosting from you, okay?
Oh, these guys again. Oh, no.
No, Phobic's in the house.
Yeah.
I love Phobic. Subscribe to me. He's been really nice. So
okay, well,
unless he subscribed to tease me and then just left me.
It's possible. He likes to tease a lot of people.
Yeah.
Brian Hill, Master of None, I believe, is your channel name. He has a YouTube channel.
You gonna put your channel out to me? I want to go check you out, brother.
Sure.
You go by Brian?
Yeah, Brian Hill, Master of None.
Master. That's what I'm like in video games. Master of None.
Yeah. Yeah. So I try not to be too much of a specialist in anything, right?
Yeah, because you know
that me too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I gotta check out your channel. I want to subscribe to it, man.
Right on,
man. Is subscribe to the Atari. Hey, if Smash JT doesn't get on this Amico train, this Complete Necessary Podcast soon, we might have to keep rolling with that. No, he's always welcome.
Of course, man. More than welcome. Where's the creeper?
He's there. Oh, you can't see the creeper?
I can't see the creeper. He's got to switch his camera to 720p. That's what I did, and now I can see. I see myself.
Okay. I don't know what's wrong with you, Pete. You might have to go back and come back in again because everyone else can hear FC and hear everyone else.
I have no idea, dude. I'm not a technology guy. I can barely work this YouTube stuff. I only figured out how to do a thread in Twitter this morning.
Oh, really? Well, Twitter is the end of the world. It's not Skynet. I keep saying that. Twitter is going to end the world. So don't get too. Oh, you tweeted it out. Thanks. I didn't even tweet it out yet. Thank you.
Oh, I tweeted it out, man. I'm all over that stuff.
Yeah, I'm always behind the curve. I press live. Oh, Snowdub's here.
Snowdub, man. I love his channel. His channel's awesome.
Oh, all right. I'll send him a link just in case.
I'm a huge fan of the Ribbit and Bigot show. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he brings it hot.
High quality entertainment.
He's a good rapper. He brings the entertainment for sure. Every stream he's on, I think he makes better. I really do.
Thank you.
All right. So we are going to talk a lot of gaming stuff, a lot of classic gaming stuff. Oh, we could talk about the next Xbox, but I don't think a lot. It's
going to be a hot minute before I get one of those.
No, I think that's the general consensus. I mean, I don't see a lot of hype towards it, and they showed gameplay that just looked slightly better than the current gen.
It's tough to get excited about almost the same thing.
I've decided I'm passing year one on both.
Well, the one thing they stressed on Xbox, the next Xbox, is that it's going to be you could get the game now, and you'll be able to upgrade for free when you get the next one. So there's no need to rush unless you're really all about the graphics.
And that's kind of like what it's been like now with all the consoles, right? With the PS4 version, and then you download a patch for the PS4 Pro, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the way it's going. It's like leap of generations is not what it used to be. That gap has been slowly getting smaller and smaller with every new generation.
I think it's only really going to be a thing for the competitive gaming market, where like even the splits milliseconds really make you better for like shooters and stuff. Like there's the only ones that are really going to care, better in gaming leagues and stuff. But I don't see it, especially. Listen, I think we're starting to rebound from all this worldwide medical pandemic. I don't think people are. I know people are wanting entertainment too. This has actually been pretty decent for video game industry. I think that's the one that's benefited the most. I think people gotten back in the gaming, which is good for us.
Yep. You can't leave your house. I mean, what are you going to do?
They're gaming and watching YouTube, right? I've seen my views, since this pandemic has started, gone up, which is I'm hoping it's because I'm fantastic, but I doubt that.
No, you're good, Pete. You've been hitting it hard with lots of videos. Man.
Yeah, man, I'm doing it. Before I have to go back into the office, I want to get as many videos out as possible.
Oh, nice. Phobic says no more consoles except the Amico for him. He'll stay with he's not a fan of the Amico.
Yeah, I know. He's trolling us hard right now.
Hey, Sir Nerdalot, I gotta have you back on. I wasn't sure if you were a gamer or not. Everyone loves his names. Sir Nerdalot's a great name.
He has to be a gamer, and his tag alone is a gamer tag.
My problem with the consoles, it's like since PlayStation 3, the graphics have only gotten, just a little bit better, bit better. So I mean, the next system, I'm not going to spend $500 for, it's not worth it.
Well, Brian, what do you game now? Because I haven't really asked you before. What do you game on now? The PC? What do you have? What system do you have?
I need a better PC. I'd be playing some. I usually do just mellow stuff like Minecraft, and I play Star Trek Online and the Star Wars Old Republic game.
You're playing Old Republic? That's my MMO,
not right now. It's my computer's just junk. It won't even run it. Yeah. But no, I'm mostly doing Xbox One.
Oh, nice.
Okay. And Atari Creep, you're mostly old school. Mostly, I think.
All old school.
All old school. And you last one you have is the PS2 or PS3?
I have PS2. I have original Xbox, and I do have a Wii U, but the kids use that. I don't use that thing.
Oh, the Wii U is one of my favorite consoles ever.
Yeah.
Because it still plays Wii games, and it's the last. Yep. It's the last game system. People don't. I might make a video on this. You need to hang on to your Wii U because it's the last system that's good for light gun games.
Okay.
I mean, I knew that question I asked Tommy on his interview. I knew it was an off the wall question, and I knew it was very unlikely that the motion control and the Mika controller is similar to the Wii. But I was just hoping. I was just showing a shot in the dark because I would love hey, I'm weird. I would love a sensor bar on new systems, so we just get those. Just make it easier for light gun games. I wish the homebrew community would get on the Wii U because that sensor bar, that's the reason to get to. I might make a whole video dedicated to that subject. But the system that I finally got as a mini console, and I'm not against it. I just wasn't a fan. I'm like I used to collect the systems, collect the games, and I sold half of them. I told you guys, I only kept on to my favorites. I sold half of my collection, and I sold most of my Funko Pops. Pete, I was a Funko Pop.
No.
Like, you met me at the wrong time. I could have gave you some great. I had some rare Funkos. Like I sold my Funkos. I got 8,000 for.
Holy crap!
For some of my rare ones.
Wow.
I had like Comic-Con exclusives. The most expensive ones were remember Count Chocula, Frankenberry, those Pops, San Diego Comic-Con metallic versions. There was only 480, and I almost got like 1,000 for each.
Wow.
So
that is awesome. Like Funkos, there's money to be had in Funkos. Like if you're into buying and selling Funkos, which I'm not, I just like the ones I like. But
Kind of like a little Beanie Baby though.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what? I hit tough times
Baseball
a
cards.
few years ago,
Yeah.
and I lost my second.
Beanie Baby's gonna make them rich.
I lost my second job, and I also needed the space at the same time. So it's like,
Right.
what can I do? I'll pay off some credit cards, and then after that, I refinanced. I got control of my finances, and I was like, that's half the reason I got into trouble was buying too much junk.
Yeah, mine was tools.
Yeah.
But this
Snap-on guy's a bad guy.
Hey, OB1.
yo,
Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. It's phobic with it.
phobic.
There you go with the Android.
Hey, don't you know how cool? Don't you know how cool it is? Phobic Mom 2.0 is the official sponsor. No, I'm gonna make Tommy mad with that comment.
You just say his name 3 times, he'll be here. Just
Tommy
say it 3
Talrico.
times.
I wish it was that easy. I wish it was that easy. Tommy
I
Talrico.
mentioned-
Tommy Talrico.
Yeah, I mentioned his name 3 times on PM in the PM on Friday night. Plug for an Amico show, and he showed up in chat.
I'll if you'd like, if you wanted to, I'll show up on your guys' channel too. Like Atari Creep. Next time on a Sunday, I'll be on your show first, and then we'll jump over here if you'd like. Because the reason I had to do it at this time is I got another stream right at 9. It's just about the Star Wars Mandalorian documentary miniseries, which is going on.
Right.
I have to watch the second episode. I haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really good. I do have some news. It's about the Evercade.
Oh, sweet.
Now there was a Twitter thread that I lost track of and I couldn't find it again because so many people were tweeting on the Evercade. Oh, we lost a viewer once I talked about the Evercade. I'm super excited about this. I have mine pre-ordered, and Xenocrisis and Tanglewood are now confirmed for an post-release cartridge.
Just 2 games though?
Well, here's the thing. They're not. Do you know what games they are?
Yeah, but still, it's
they're newer games made for old consoles, so I'm okay with that.
I don't know.
$10 each. $10 each. Come on, Pete.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I've ordered the Evercade. I've got all the games that they had when they pre-ordered. I got them coming because obviously I do because I'm a handheld nut. I don't know if Creeper, you know how much I love handhelds, right? Do you know that?
Oh, yeah.
About me? Yeah. So I'm a huge handheld guy. So I ordered it. Now I'm balking at that 2 games for $20 because their whole thing is 10 games or 20 games for $20.
No. I'll be okay for even 1 game for $20 if it's a newer game.
You have to sell me on those games. Are they good games? I've not heard of either.
Yeah.
Then I'm sold.
They're high.
You sold me.
They're high quality. They're like if Sega or Super Nintendo release games right now. One is like I'll be honest, the Xenocrisis I don't think is ever coming to the Amico because it's a little bit bloody. But it's a shooter like SNK. I have problems with my memory. What's the shooter on SNK? Not Metal Slug. I can't think of the name. The other
Gear?
No, on Neo Geo.
Oh, I don't know. I never owned a Neo Geo. I couldn't afford that.
I always played them at the arcade though.
That was like $1,500 Canadian to get the Neo Geo.
I'm still mad at myself because it's one of my favorite games too, and I can't think of the name. I love Metal Slug too. But it's whatever. I'll move on. But it's similar to that. It's a shooter, sort of like Contra. Not really. Top down.
Oh well, it's sold. I love top down games.
Yeah, and the other one, Tanglewood, is like it's kind of similar to Sonic with a fox side scroller, and it looks really cool. So these are newer games. I hope NG Dev Team. Do you guys know of NG Dev Team?
No, I can't say.
No.
Okay, they're an independent developer that still produce games that are Neo Geo quality, and they had some releases for the original Neo Geo, like cartridges, the last few years, and they always sell out. They also publish on Dreamcast. They do some limited runs. They have done
yeah.
some limited runs on Vita, PS Vita.
I probably own
and
a couple of their games then.
and they are starting. I should have clued this in the news too. They are starting to do Switch games. There's a one already on the storefront. Is called Gunlord. Did you see Gunlord on Switch? Well, Pete, Chris, you might not have Switch, but I think Pete, you said had Switch.
Gunlord. You know what? I do. I play a lot of games on Switch, but I'm playing Book of Demons now, so I haven't even looked at storefront in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. So did it just come out on the storefront?
It's been out for close to a year.
But you know what hard it is to find anything on that store.
Yeah, but the reason I'm bringing it up now is it's finally getting a physical release on
sweet.
Switch, which is big news for people. That NG Dev Team has a cult following.
Right.
They make games like Metal Slug. They made a new one that's very similar to Metal Slug, which I also forget the name. And I hope they bring that to Switch too.
All right. Well, I'm gonna check it out then because I have Metal Slug Anthology for the PSP, and that game, even though there's some chugging in some of the games, the PSP version of it's amazing.
Yeah, Phobic Xeno is right on top of it on this one. Xeno Crisis is top-down, multiple room shooter. It has an Aliens vibe. Yes, that's
sweet.
the best description.
I'll love that. I'll
really
love that. So I take back my
awesome.
my anger. If you guys thought it was anger at that,
I
$20
would
for 2 games.
I would throw a trailer up here, but I don't know if I want to do that because I don't want to get. I am gonna do. We are gonna watch a little bit of a video just for fun because
Matt,
I did pre-order my first mini console. You guys
Max, I gotta ask you a question first. Though.
Yeah.
Did they send you an EverDrive? Like, because I know you reached out to them. Like,
they said they put
you...
me. I don't think I'm. I said they put me on a list. That's a nice way of saying, oh, thanks for the. Thanks for the inquiry.
To review it early, yeah.
Yeah, they said they already pushed them out. So I pre-ordered it. If I do get it, I'll give it away or something.
We should have just a podcast dedicated or EverDrive one day just to chat about some of the difficulties they've had getting that to market.
Here's my goal for the Completely Necessary podcast. I always have the 3 amigos.
Love that, Dave.
I'll always have the 3 amigos. Get Smash JT in here, get a guest, and then like once a month, if we could convince Tommy to host it on his channel. I think
you just gotta get Creeper to send him a note. He'll come for Creeper.
Yeah, just say, hey, Tommy, we've been doing 3 episodes now. Let's get the 4th one on your channel. Get all the Amico shills. He said all the Amico shills in one place together. And Brian, go sub to both these guys. But Pete has a giveaway for an Amico system, so you don't have to buy it.
I really do. Yes.
Yeah. All you have to do is comment on all his videos, which is
just
very
all
smart.
You comment on there, and as long as you subscribe, you're going to go into a draw for a white Amico that I'm going to give away on launch. That I am paying for out of my own pocket. I've been saving money up for it to give back to the fans. So all you have to be is a subscriber, and
Oh, Phobic's all for Evercade. Yeah, Evercade. Listen, it's.
I don't believe Phobic anymore. He's talking nonsense.
Well, here's the other thing. I need to make a video on this too. Evercade is a great alternative to emulation, just illegal emulation, because they have a lot. I mean, I don't know if they officially sell it like that, but if you're interested in games that you can't get sometimes, or I used to be all about having the physical copy, and in my older age, I'm just like, I want to be able to play it easily. I like physical media, so that's also, it's on a cartridge, even though it's still it's still a ROM on a thing. But it just is a great thing to collect. I canceled my Amazon, and I went to Funstock or wherever, the official thing on Evercade, and got a pre-order with all 10 cartridges and some coins and a carrying case.
Yeah, you got the Ultimate Edition, right?
Yeah, but I wish I missed on that black one though. I really wanted that. Black
I got the Ultimate one too. That's what I got.
Did you get the black one when they announced it months ago, or
no? I got the original one.
Yeah,
I just got the white one. I don't mind. I mean, it's like I'm not much for what my consoles look like color wise. Like, I'm like that with cars too. What the heck, Pete? But you ordered all the Amico colors. Well, yeah, because I gotta have them all. What's wrong with you? It's not about liking the colors; it's just owning them all. Okay. Come on, come on. What do you?
It's like the
what heck?
GameCube, man.
I've got a problem.
Thanks for bringing that up, Phobic. Thank you. Great segue.
Creeper's just shaking his head at me.
So great segue. The Evercade is no 2-player support and inability to remap buttons. Thank you, Phobic. I can answer both of those.
But they are gonna. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, on the website, they said they are working on remapping buttons for the first optional firmware. So when you get it, that's what they're working on because of a certain GameSack video, or I think that's the one that got the most. GameSack went hot on them. Yeah, I like GameSack, but man,
yeah, he's pretty cool.
There is. Let's be real. There is a big market for really bashing the hell out of a console. Just ask the completely unnecessary one. Completely unnecessary ones. I mean,
they've been quiet lately. They haven't said much, right?
No. Wait till Tommy starts announcing stuff.
Well, they're always saying something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good point.
I mean, just like all of the internet, there's you get the most views by bashing the hell out of everything. It's not being positive.
It's like the menace, you know.
Yeah. But I'm really looking forward to the Evercade. I got mine. Yes, that's good news. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And what everyone else is also asking is, I can't find the official thread on Twitter because I hate going through past tweets of someone's official Twitter, and I had it weeks ago because I was going to make a video and I forgot about it. But they said, any questions? And people came up with a bunch of questions, and everyone's like, what about a console version in the future? And they're just like, they do the memes of the eyes looking the other way. We're not saying anything. And it keep coming up, and they always responded to that one. So very likely that in the future, if it's a success, I mean, it also depends on the success of it, but there will be, here's the way I know it's going to happen. Here is the way, because this is also what I was going to ask them on an interview. The way I can figure out if they are going to do that in the future is if they locked out 2-player on the cartridges. And they said in the response, this could be something we'll work down the line. There is a reason that we didn't lock out the 2-player option on the cartridges. So that is a big hint. Breaking news. Breaking news.
It's either a new console, a standalone console, or a link cable.
No, like a standalone console.
I'm just saying.
I mean, it could do. You're right. They could do it. You're right. They could do an old school link cable. Would be the other way. I prefer, if it gets successful, though, that you have an option to just get a standalone console. Sure, I think that'd be cool.
I don't know if I'd buy that, though. I'm sold on it just for portable. So perhaps I would. I mean, because I could always connect an HDMI to my TV and stuff. I don't know. It would have to have some other benefits for me to grab the standalone. If it's multiplayer, that could be benefit enough for me.
All right. I did order. No one's asked me yet. Which mini console I bought. I ordered the TurboGrafx off Japan Amazon because I was watching his videos, and then I was watching other people's videos, and I'm like, you know what? I always liked the TurboGrafx. I've never owned any of them. Yes. Thanks, Pete. I'm jealous of you.
Yeah, it's so
cute. But I was like, you know what? This one sold me. This one, because it's so unique, and you got both. Damn you, Pete.
This is my favorite. I own the original. I've owned the original for 15, 20 years, and I play it to death. I have a stack of games there for it, but I can't read Japanese, right? No matter how hard I try, I can't teach myself that. So now I got this, and I can play it in English.
Well, listen, I love gaming. I am not like Brian Hill here.
Oh, Genesis. What's up?
The Genesis one you could still get. Like,
they have that at Walmart.
It is really good too. That Genesis one better.
And it's actually reduced price on Best Buy right now. That's one of the only ones you could still get, because I was like, I'm not getting it, especially when it came out. I'm not getting the NES or the Super NES, and I wish I did.
I stayed in the rain for the NES for 5 hours at a Toys R Us, rain and snow, to get the NES. I line up for every console. This is the next generation coming out this fall. It's the first one I'll not line up for. Well, I love the people, because you meet some really cool and interesting people.
I lined up for the Dreamcast. Definitely, I was all about that. I lined up for the
day after.
I lined up for the GameCube, and I actually paid someone, like, no one wanted to pay this guy. He's like, I've been waiting here, but I'm not even getting one.
Wait, what?
He's like, I'll sell my spot, and I was like, I'll give you $10. And then
A
people
spot
were mad.
scalper.
That people were angry at me, and I was with my mom at the time, and then her car was scratched. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's related or not, but people got mad at me because I paid $10 to someone to get farther up in the line, everyone was like, and then I was like, man, I was like, listen, I don't like doing that, but I was like, there's no way I'm not playing Rogue Squadron tonight.
That's money well spent.
Yes, because I bought that. That was my game. I'm like, I am getting what is it? Was it Rogue's?
No, Rogue Squadron was on GameCube.
Yeah, that game. Oh, I love that. I still have it.
Yeah, that game was
That was
amazing.
weird though, right? Remember the GameCube and the Xbox came out within 5 days
I like
of each
the
other?
little tiny discs.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I
I never had the GameCube
man.
on. The Xbox.
I still hate the freaking GameCube.
You still hate it? Oh no!
I still hate it. I hate
My
the
first game was
N64,
Madden.
GameCube.
Hey, Lee Poinier. How you doing,
I
bud?
do have to ask Chris, because you're interesting. You're getting the Amico, and this is your first new console in a long time.
My first new console since the original PlayStation.
Wow.
Wow.
This is what did it for you. This is what Tommy told you. He's like, with all the info. This is like, yeah, I'm getting this one.
Well, Creeper, you pre-ordered it before the first video where you had questions, or did you? Like, was it after when you and Tommy chatted that you pre-ordered?
No, I did the Founders Edition.
Yeah, so he was in, like, he was the first
was
one
day one,
talking
yeah.
about it on YouTube. Like that's how I subscribed to Terry Creep. I found his video, and he just cracked me up because he's from Boston. I'm inherently hate everything from Boston because I'm a Montreal Canadiens fan. Well, I can't hate Creeper. And
First team I ever saw professional.
Hey, Madla Connor. Hey, if anyone's new here, please be sure to. We got some Twitch people in here.
Oh, Twitchers, we love you, Twitchers.
Yeah,
I tried Twitch one time and I got booed off the platform.
If you want this podcast, the completely necessary podcast, to continue with the three amigos and maybe my friend Brian, go sub to all our channels. Pete here is going to have a giveaway for the Amico, and we love talking about old school. We love talking about new school too, and that's what's interesting about having Chris here is because that just amazes me. He's like, this is the first console, and I'm excited for you, Chris. That's like exciting.
Tell us what it did, because Chris, I've never asked you really.
Freestyle.
Why
no, I'm not no rapper. Thanks, Jaku, but I can't rap.
What was that?
Yeah, what's up, gamers? Yeah.
So
I'm not a rapper.
I want Creeper to tell us why he pre-ordered, because that to me, because I watched these videos and I got on the Amico bandwagon because of him, and I want to know why. Like, he made the decision to buy a new console after 30 years.
It's not so much I just made a decision to buy a new console. Yeah. The idea is fished around in my head throughout the years. I even considered buying a PS4 at one point and trying that out, but I just know the double thumbstick thing is a challenge for me. To this day, I still can't do it. If I have to control both the character and the environment and everything, and then there's 12 buttons just to aim and shoot, and you know, I can't do that.
Okay.
And I understand that's me not evolving with the technology. If people want to say I'm stupid or an idiot, that's fine with me. I'll enjoy what I got over here. I'll dust it off once in a while. But then when I saw what Tommy was doing with the Amico, I was real skeptical at first. But the more I heard about it, the more I'm like, you know what? This is screaming me. I want it's more the experience, honestly, than the console itself. And that's the one thing a lot of people don't get when I talk about it. It was the experience of buying a new console, the experience of maybe getting new games. I haven't had that since the original PlayStation.
Blessing with Andrew from Poland. Hey, blessing with Andrew.
Shoot, there was one more thing. And the experience of pre-ordering something. I've never done that before. Ever, never, ever. Because I don't understand the concept of paying for something and then going,
yeah.
You know, I always looked at that as not that people are stupid for doing it, but for me personally, it just it doesn't make sense. But there was just a whole culmination of things happening at the same time with the Amico. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent either way, I'm still enjoying the experience leading up to it. And I'm actually paying for that more so than the console. If the console turns out to be an amazing hard piece of hardware, then it's a win-win all the way around. So that's mainly why I jumped into it now versus any of the consoles since, say, the PlayStation.
Yeah.
So that's the follow-up question I have for you, Chris, is that if you were interested in getting into any other consoles that you missed, but it's because of double thumbsticks, what about these mini consoles? Are you a fan of them? Or are you like,
I cherry pick. I am fans of them. I had the Super Nintendo one for a little while, but I eventually sold that off. I'm fans of them for what they are and what they could do for people outside of my world. Here I have it all. You know what I mean? I think those are probably better aimed towards people who had it as a youth, don't collect it, but want it in their home. I know collectors and everything eat them up too. But when it comes to those, I kind of cherry pick. Like the Genesis one, I love. I'd love to get the TurboGrafx 16 one. I'm waiting for the price to come down just a little bit. But I actually did a video, God, maybe a year ago, saying when the Genesis one was announced, saying enough is enough with these stupid things. I understand it's the next evolution of plug and play. Seriously, it is the next evolution of plug and play. I love plug and plays for the convenience, and that's what it's all about. The convenience of just plugging something. But I'm still kind of on the bad taste of all the act game stuff, and my brain can't separate the two.
Blessing
even
with
though
Andrew.
Even though I know that the quality is a completely day and night situation, my brain can't separate the two. I enjoyed the Super Nintendo one, but I don't know. I just something about it just does not feel the same with me. If that makes any sense at all.
Yeah, it makes lots of sense, I think.
Blessing with Andrew has a question. What is this stream about? I don't know. We do what we kind of have. We're necessary. Yes. This is what it's about. It's about geeks,
random musings,
gamers, entertainment, making entertainment great again, being critical but not being a hater, and talking about all kinds of stuff. Hey, this is our second episode. So thanks for tuning in. Subscribe wherever you want to and join in. And my personal channel, just so you know, Blessings with Andrew, I do not charge you anything. There's no join. There's no super chats, no bits paywall. Or whatever, no paywall to me. Man. That's how I roll. I love it like that.
Yeah.
Paul Vixino, he's throwing heat at the creeper. Yeah. Anyone can use a modern controller with practice. If my elderly relatives soak in an Atari creep.
No, I'll practice. Believe me.
And there's
what about the TurboGrafx 16 mini console Atari Creep? Because I just ordered that. That's my first mini console. What do you think of that one?
Which what?
What do you think of that Atari or the TurboGrafx 16? My first one. Are you a fan of that one? I know you don't not have it yet.
The actual console itself. The mini console I think is going to be amazing.
Okay. Yeah, the mini, that's what I'm getting.
Collecting for the TurboGrafx. First of all, TurboGrafx is such an underrated system. They didn't market it properly, so hardly anyone knew about it for the longest time until, of course, all this YouTube stuff. And then when people got bored with all the other stuff, there was something new for them to discover. The TurboGrafx.
We got some haters.
It's so obscure.
Oh well, you're really gonna just throw things out because you found some stream on Twitch. Licking foam. Go ahead, lick some foam somewhere else. What the hell, man? Yeah, this show is fun. I'm still going to engage with you. I'm not going to highlight your comment. I accidentally highlighted.
Look at Ricardo Burnish. That's hilarious.
I don't have glasses in on this mask is why I hided one comment.
Did you see the Ricardo Burnish one? You want to know what it was about? And he goes, clearly not about healthy lifestyles and good diet. That's kind of rich coming a guy from Twitch. He's watching Twitch.
I mean, aren't you on? Are you simping for someone on Twitch?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, this is where they came to troll. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have? You know what? Are you going to go now? Are you going to go now?
The CU podcast sent them our way because they heard they got competition now. With the completely necessary.
No, this is just Twitch. This happened. Listen, I'm not oblivious to Twitch to not know how it works. I know if you suddenly get like a group popping in, a group of friends that go around in the troll.
There's trolls.
That's awesome.
As long as they're good and they're clever, I don't.
No, I don't even think. I don't even think they sent you, Jaku. If they did, there would be more. You're just a small group. All right. No, I don't think they sent you at all. I think you're just a small group going around trolling people. But now they're okay. The hacker 4chan. Okay.
Famous hacker.
All right. Let's get back to actual content of the show. Now
Let's
that
talk about the mini
if you've
console.
had your fun,
Mini
I'll watch
consoles.
the viewers leave now. If you've had your fun,
I'm with Atari though. Like the TurboGrafx, I got into it. I didn't get into TurboGrafx at all. I got into PC Engine, just because I don't know if you all know, but you probably do. That PC Engine was more popular in Japan for a few years than the NES or the Famicom, and they have thousands of games for it, and they're amazing and like so good. And a lot of them you don't need to know Japanese to play. Like I'd say out of the 60 games I own for PC Engine, probably about 15 you need to know Japanese, and now that's why I got the little mini. Now I can play them. The reason I got the mini was for Newtopia 1 and 2. Two of my favorite games, and now I can play them and understand the story, which is really cool.
What the hell are you talking about, New? Don't you have something better to do?
You're getting trolled hard now, Max.
Battletoads. Isn't there? I actually lost track of the new one. They had a new one coming out. I don't know if it came out yet or not. Jakku, you want to have some worthy conversation? Tell me about Battletoads. Oh my god!
Nice.
Is this all you got? This is like the dumbest.
Some weak stuff, man.
Yeah,
I know. I haven't heard this anymore. I haven't heard this stuff before. Oh my god! You crushed me. You crushed me. All right. What I want to talk about is the Neo Geo 3. Mad Little Pixel came out with some rumors, and the mini console. I got to get a stupid comment off here. Okay, I'm gonna ignore you now, so you might as well go. Okay. You had your fun. I'm amped up. I'm always amped up. I'm the madman of the internet, Richard.
Yeah.
I'm always amped up.
that's awesome.
I'm always amped up.
Yeah, it's motherfucking Doom.
I'm the doctor of doom to diagnose these trolls in my comment section.
Oh my god! There's obviously Star Wars fans here. At least a Rey fan, Jakku, right?
Mad indeed.
Right?
Yes. I think I need
the wrong kind of Star Wars.
Not the get the real Sean in here, not the actual Sean. Okay, so the mini, they keep denying us of just the actual. I think everyone just wants. This is a topic I want to cover. They keep denying us of an actual SNK Neo Geo mini console. That's not me crying. Comment section. They think there was a child somewhere.
Yeah, my little girl wants to come into the room. The girl's crying.
We got some actual creepers here, so it may not be good. But they keep them. They put her away. What's that, Chris?
I was just going to joke about putting the kid away.
Oh, okay. So have you guys heard about the Neo Geo X Gold? That was one of the first ones. Then they come out with these mini arcades, and then they had an arcade stick that had the games on there. I think they are just, unfortunately, they are just keep doing these consoles or collector items that are straying from what the fans actually want. Because once they actually just give us what we want, they can't keep releasing this stuff with varying games, and it's frustrating. I bought the Neo Geo X right away, and I think the reason that the official comment is they weren't happy with the quality. But honestly, I think the person that bought the company that bought the license, I remember the games they were planning for next was the most wanted games. They were going to give us the most wanted games right away, and then guess what? Their game plan of releasing, I think they're not horrible mini consoles. They're just subpar, and if they just give us what they want, they just can't keep releasing things year after year after year. Don't you just want the one that looks like the home console, the AES? Wouldn't you be happy, and then you'd be done? You might buy extra games if they have a game pack, or you might buy it digitally, and then it would be done. They can't give us what they want, because then they're just going to keep releasing this stuff, and then people are just going to keep buying it. Maybe you get a one game you hadn't had before. Oh my god! And you have so many versions of mini consoles. What's that?
I said that's just it. Like, people keep buying it, so it's no rocket surgery as to why they keep doing it that way.
Yeah,
just keep pumping them out.
I mean that. Did you
Just keep pumping. Oh, we bought that one. Okay, cool. Let's throw out the next question.
Why they
Pete,
keep making bad movies, you know?
Pete, did you get any of the SNK mini stuff, like the little arcade, or?
I didn't get any of it, and because I just didn't have any nostalgia for it, I never had it, and like when I was a young adult, I never got into it. I just like I'll pick one up if it's out at a garage sale for like $5-10 or something like that. But I go on for like $120 up here in Canada. I'm like, no, it's no need for me to get it. Though I still like to try those games. But the console forever was outpriced me. Like I could never buy the originals. No, even the minis. Yeah. I just can't make a jump into them.
If they came out, if they actually give us what they want, Chris, would you be interested? Like if they give us a mini console?
No.
I'm sorry?
Not for any other reason than and not for any other reason than the thing that Pete just said. I just don't have much nostalgia for it aside from seeing a few games in the arcade once in a while.
Oh, I always wanted one. I never could afford it. I mean, I was poor growing up. My mom bought me used video games constantly. I got used games from grocery stores, the rental bin.
That's when I used to daydream.
I deal with used video games. That's all I buy.
I killed my Nintendo too.
No need for me to buy something new.
So I would be all for it. I was thinking about revisiting the SNK arcade one that looks like a little arcade cab. I'm just not a fan of the
little tiny like 12-inch ones.
Yeah, but it hooks up to your TV and then you could buy options. I just don't like the out. I actually really like the idea of the SNK the Neo Geo X Gold, where it was a little handheld and you slid in the system, but they stopped. I think it was too good. I mean, there were problems with it. I think if they would have continued, got a second version, it would have been better, sturdier.
Those little ones, Max, those little ones, there is a problem with those too, because when you put them on the TV, the image quality is very, really bad and grainy, and that's a big problem. It looks good on the little one when you're playing with your little kind of screen, but on I've seen a few videos of it, and it just looks absolute garbage. And I don't know what they did with that. Yeah, and there's like input lag and everything. So that's another reason why I've jumped on them either. I mean, they look great. I mean, who doesn't want a row of those behind them when they're doing retro videos and stuff? But yeah, they just exactly. They just didn't want it.
All right. Well, I do hope that that's the next one. If they just do another arcade stick with games on it, or another mini arcade cab, I think people are going to get and they're going to leave. They're going to be done. Like, and we're not this again with the same game shuffle, maybe one or two different ones. I have Mortal Kombat, the new one, and I have to.
Oh, what? That's cool.
He is coming. Awesome. I got the deluxe. I pre-ordered it, but I haven't been playing it much. I don't remember how far. That might be season 2 or something. I might have to buy season 2. Phobic really thinks that he's jacking up the prices of the Amico. It's in the controller. You get 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's no the problem is, this is the problem I greatly appreciate. If we get to speak with Tommy again, Phobic, I will bring this up, because this is the main thing that you're getting a lot of hate on it for. I think this is the number one. And I think what people you have to set, why do gamers do this? Base console, and then actually think about all the stuff when you get a new console. It's all in the one package. You don't have to buy anything else, including because
that makes sense. Yeah.
He lets you use phones. So anytime you buy a new console, you have to buy a second controller, which is $50 or $60 right there. You could argue the Switch, but the Switch controllers are very uncomfortable to me.
Heck, if you can even get one right now.
Oh, I do have.
I think foam lickers from England.
Okay.
I was gonna say kilograms, dude.
Oh, you have to pay $40. I might get it though. I got some money, unlike these Twitchers in here.
Yeah, we should punt.
I don't think they have any money for gaming because they keep just trolling my comment section.
Yeah.
I do. EA sucks. Okay. Switch. Okay, great content. Great comment there.
Well, they haven't made a good football game in years.
Yeah, I'm not into sports much, so I haven't. Yeah,
my
originally
first video game was NHLPA for the Super Nintendo.
was that originally what his starting price was? I can't remember.
Oh, hey, sci-fi.
I have no idea. That's before me. Like I
Before-
didn't know. Like I really didn't find out
know he
about
was
Amico
under.
till last fall.
I know he was under 200 at the start.
Hey, Sci-Fi
but-
Dragon.
But the other thing I think people were missing, at least with a lot of the pre-orders, don't you get a $25 card to redeem for games that they're putting in there?
With the purple one, yeah.
Okay, I don't know if they're doing that with some of the Fig.co pre-orders too. I think they might be putting a $25 card that you Listen, the GameStop is a big deal because if the other reason that it's so this mask guy, I don't know about you either, Ricardo Burness. I don't know. I know you're poking at me. I don't know. Yeah, what about me? That's right. All right. But for a parent to go in and just be able to buy a card and they don't have to type, why do you care? Why do you care?
We gotta stop looking at the chat, man. Punt them and let's keep going.
All right.
Right?
All right. Yeah, you're right. It's whatever.
The show is not about those guys. It's about us talking about people who want to actually listen, right?
Okay, yeah. So you're right. You're right, Pete. You're right.
Give me mod control. I'll punt them all in about 2 seconds.
All right, that's a good idea.
I might punt myself.
You have to make him a Twitch mod, though.
All right, let me.
I don't want nothing to do.
These are all Twitch trolls.
No, I don't want anything to do with Twitch.
You're now a moderator, and let me get back to here. See who else I want to make one. Okay, well, Atari Creep, if you want to comment that's the only way I can make you a mod is if you comment in the comment
You
section.
talking about the price of the console and all that stuff still?
What's that? The price of the Miko.
Yeah, I actually dedicated the price of the Miko. And if you think about it, $300, yeah, initially that's kind of a scary number for what it's supposed to be. But when you do break down all the other stuff, you're right. The card, you get a second controller. It's coming with 6 free games plus possibly a 7th. So you can average that about between $5 and $10 a piece right there. When he found out he had to actually jump the price over the $200 range, Tommy actually said, well, how can I make the value? Now, people need to separate value and cost to begin with. But the value of it to equal out back to, and I actually did it in a time. I wouldn't normally pimp out one of my videos. It's not my style.
Are you sure?
But if you do go on the channel, I have a video called Why So Much. You'll see it, It's recent. And I actually do a breakdown of every console variation, every price point, everything this one comes with, this one comes with. And if you look at them all and you look at it the way I broke it all down, they all come in under $200.
Right.
Yeah, you pay up front for everything, but the value and everything you're going to get on your initial investment.
I mean, that
ballpark.
is a marketing hurdle because people hear a price tag and they don't actually think about what, do you just, when you buy a console anywhere else, do you just buy the console?
No, you go buy a game, like go get a PS5 on launch, or
console, everything else.
You get your console, your extra controller, probably 1 or 2 games. Usually people buy 2 games because there's no
packs of batteries.
Right? Yeah, if you're doing Xbox, you got batteries.
I do want to bring bring that up to Tommy in the future. How are you going to get past this marketing hurdle? Because you have to really put it to them. You only need to buy the Amico, nothing else, day one. You have to stress that so much because everyone's like, "Oh, the price." You don't just buy a console on day one.
You can get this. You can get this for your kids or your grandma or your mom, whoever you want, for Christmas, and say, or whatever, Hanukkah or whatever you celebrate. Put it under the tree, and they don't have to go to the store and buy anything else. They're done. They have all their entertainment there. Like that's pretty cool in my book. That's like really cool. That is a one-stop shopping, everything there. So nobody I think that's they're going to market it because they're not marketing it now. We're marketing it. People like us. Yeah. We're marketing. That's what we're doing. We're talking about it, but they haven't even started it yet. Imagine when you start seeing these little advertising, and I would use that tagline, shop once and forget about it, and you're
Well,
done.
I think this.
And you know, and the other thing you need to realize also, after you bring this machine home, you have your 6 to 7 games and all your goodies and all that. Even when you go out to buy games, you're still spending $10 or under for the games themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So where you buy a console for $300-$400 today, then you go out and buy a game for $70-$60. You know, the investment is not as great. The games are $10 a piece. I mean, so the console is $300, but the games are $10 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you get the money has to go somewhere, you know, or come from somewhere.
Well, if GameStop survives, because we all know they've had trouble, this type of platform will do really good there. Because if you all a parent has to do, a grandparent even would have to do is go into GameStop and buy a card for games, and all they have to do is scan it on the controller, no inputting numbers and stuff, and it's not cool to talk about like games for children that help you learn and stuff like Leapfrog and stuff, but there's a market there that's kind of dried up. Yeah, there is a huge market that people don't understand, and just no one really talks about it, but these younger generation parents are not I'm going to throw it out there. They're not the best. They throw them with an iPhone or an iPad, and they say, "Go over there." And honestly, it's a step up from that.
Yeah,
or you can still do that, and it can be connected to the Amico with an iPhone.
I'll put it this way: like, I'm not a young parent. I'm a middle-aged parent. I had kids when I was in my late 30s and now 40s, and my kids never had an iPad, but they had a Leapfrog and a Leapfrog each, and they absolutely loved that, and it was a protected environment. The Amico has that. And people forget, you know, people at the age late 30s, early 40s, there's an untapped market for people who are having kids later in life. And if Tommy and him can kind of tap into that, they don't need the hardcore gamers to make this successful. They don't need retro gamers. They don't need the PS5 and the Xbox generation. He needs to find a way to get into people like me and that group that just want some entertainment that's not an iPad, and they can feel good about it in all one product.
Find a niche in the market.
Yeah, that niche is big.
We are going to end the stream soon, just to prepare you guys, because I got another one coming up.
Yeah, we hear you, man. We hear you. Getting rid of us. That's okay.
No, but I do have one final question.
I thought Creeper had something. Oh,
yeah. Sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say I've got like a backseat look at some of the marketing strategies he's going to be coming up with here pretty soon. I've heard some of the venues in which he's going to implement some of this, and they're so outside the box. But when you see what the Amico is and where he's going with this marketing, and this is just 2 places I'm even talking about, you're going to say, oh, you know what? That makes so much effing sense. That's going to help out. It's going to blow. I hate to use the phrase, it's going to blow your mind. But even if you hate the thing, if you have a shred of any kind of intelligence, you're going to go, okay, I may not like it, but I get it now. Good on you, brother.
Mm-hmm. The other thing I want to kind of, I don't know if there's any plans with this. It's kind of like a shot in the dark to just like my motion control question for Tommy is if in the future, if it has any streaming capabilities with like Disney Plus or Netflix, just for the kids, just like their E for everyone.
Yeah.
You know how sometimes Netflix has
kids or something.
Netflix kids or
because
whatever.
that would blow parents' minds. You mean I could have it locked out for only E for everyone content, just
and
like
those
Netflix
apps aren't like heavy technical.
Yeah, so that and it does have Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Yeah.
Yeah. So listen, 3 Amigos.
We can make it.
If we could get Tommy again, that's the one I really want to ask him. I know he might say year 2, but I mean that would be a system seller, I think too. Like if I'm a parent in GameStop, I could buy this and it connects to Netflix and Disney Plus, say just the 2 to start, or Amazon, like those 3. Yeah. And it only allows, just like the games, E for everyone content, and it locks everything else out. Like because Netflix already has something similar just for kids or something.
YouTube Kids is amazing because
You do
YouTube
have
Kids don't let you. Can't subscribe. You don't get advertising. You can't keep watching the same video from the same channel over and over. It flips you through a different ecosystem. It's pretty good. My kids use it off the TV, but if they just add an Amico box, that they could do it in that. Yeah, even better. That's a great question, Max. That's an amazing question.
Yeah. So I think if he probably thought of it already, but maybe he'll be like, I can't comment, or that's down the road or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's where we'll end it. We got to keep that. We got to, we got to keep a list. Pete, can you take care of that? Keep a list of questions.
I love Excel. Why not? Right?
Yeah. So we got to.
This is my favorite. Just saying.
All right. Next, each episode we got to come up with a list of really hard hitting questions for Tommy.
Hard hitting? I mean,
they're not gonna.
Come on, I don't want to work too hard. Hello.
That wasn't a hard hitting question, but we got to come up with a good stuff that he hasn't been asked before. We got to come up.
I'm trolling you now, Max. I'm trolling you.
All right.
All right, hey guys, I hate to be a bum, but I gotta take off.
Me too. We're done.
We are done anyway. Yeah, we're done anyway. Next week we can maybe start this party on the Atari Creeps channel first, and then come over.
Do you live stream on your channel, Creeper? Or
you know how to do StreamYard?
What's that? I'm getting a lot of lag, so you guys are gonna have to.
We'll figure it out later.
We'll figure it out later. Yeah. And I have StreamYard too, so I can. I'm the one. I stream PM and the PM on Friday. So, but I'm going to be starting up an Amico podcast. I want you all on it, and I want to get better at this. So I want to start it up and have a rotating group, and whoever wants to come. Be honest with you.
All right.
So I'll be starting that up. I just need to find a good time that I'm not interfering with Max's podcast lives, yours, Creepers, the Next Level guys who I absolutely love. So we'll get something together.
All right. Thanks, Phobic. We really appreciate it. So does Tommy. We'll have to. Hey, Phobic, come up with a list of your questions for Tommy. As someone that's very critical of the Amico, try to be a little respectful if you can.
Yep. I'm working on another interview with Tommy. Also, I'm trying to get him in for a live interview on my channel in the next little while. He's just been evading me. All
right. Well, we're gonna stop that. All right. Bye, everyone. Bye, everyone. Thanks for
joking. I'm joking. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye, Twitch crew.
Subscribe to everybody's channel. Bye, Twitch. Twitch.
Twitchy.
Twitch. It's great.